Hey, it's me, Shay Simon TV. Hey guys, first and foremost, thank you. Thank you to everyone who liked, comment, and subscribed to my last two videos. I just really appreciate it, guys. So today I'm doing a question and answer segment. I'm answering everyone's questions about Shay Simon TV, about journalism, about God, about school, about balancing life. I got so many questions about journalism that I have to do a separate video.
Oh my God!
So I'm going to do my first Q&A about non-journalism questions, and then my next Q&A, part 2, will be specifically about journalism and all my journalism questions I got, because I don't want to leave anyone's questions out. I got about 35 questions, guys. Like 35 in like one day. So stay tuned and I'm going to jump right in. My first question is, what is your favorite college memory? Ooh. My first favorite college memory is definitely interning in Honolulu, Hawaii for 2.5 months. I lived there. It's like 14 hours away from Florida. I was there with only one other FAMU student. Everyone else was like from Iowa and far away from Florida. I learned a lot. I lived on a military base. I worked with military children. While I was there, I reached out on my own to work with a reporter. I shadowed her and to also shadow someone who worked at a news station. No, a newspaper. I shout out someone who worked for a newspaper. Hawaii was definitely one of my favorite experiences. I went skydiving. I went to the beach all the time. I went hiking. My skin was flourishing. I didn't wear makeup like maybe a handful of times the entire summer. I wore my natural hair. My curls was popping. You know, life was just good. Number 2, second favorite was running for Miss Senior Attendant. People are probably like, you lost. How is that your favorite experience? In the spring, I ran for Miss Senior Attendant, which is a position at my school at FAMU. We have a Royal Court. Their main job is recruiting students. And I was so passionate. I was so passionate about getting this position and recruiting students and telling them my family story. And I worked my behind off. Like, no eat, no sleep is campaign week. I was at having a meeting here, having a meeting there, hanging posters here, running around the school. I had to meet at least 500 people within days. Like, I was meeting people every minute, wearing heels every day, getting my makeup done at 4 o'clock in the morning, just being everywhere, being on every scene, trying to be seen, trying to meet people, trying to get votes. And I got to tell so many people about my FAMU experience while I was running. Like, I was meeting new people and telling them, like, this is what I've done here. You know, it was an awesome experience and it's irreplaceable. And just advice for anyone, you never know what you can do until you do it. Like, I didn't know that I would be able to run a race until I ran it. And although I didn't win, I learned so much. So if anything is ever on your heart, and I felt like God wanted me to run for that position, and I did it. And although I didn't win, it's something that I knew I had to do. I had to do for me. I had to do for other people around campus who thought they weren't good enough to run for something. You just never know. So don't ever scare yourself out of an opportunity. Just do it. Win or lose, if something is on your heart, do it. Okay. Second question. Okay, advice for your younger self when you first started college. Freshman Shay, girl, go have fun. Go to the Q parties. Go to all the socials. Go to the club. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. You are a freshman. I specifically remember my spring semester. I forced myself to not go out at all besides once for my birthday because I wanted to get all A's. You have 4 years in college. Use the first one to have fun. Don't have too much fun. Don't let your grades slip too much. But have fun, enjoy yourself, experience everything, dab in this and dab in that. You know, have fun. Okay, so the third question is, I want to become more organized. How do you plan your days? I plan my days down to the millisecond. When you plan your days, you get stuff done. And when you start Xing stuff off of your checklist, you feel accomplished. As a college student, you're not just balancing school, you're not just balancing homework and projects. No, you have a social life. You got to remember to call your great aunt. You have to remember to get your hair done every 2 weeks. This is my handy dandy planner. So I have a planner. The key to being organized, the keys to planning your days, the key to success. I got the keys. I got the keys. The key to planning your day is a planner. I will literally write, go get gas. Do homework 1 for American Lit. Go to TV 20 at 6. Number 1 piece of advice if you want to get more organized is get a planner. Question number 5. We at question number 5. How do I juggle school, taking good care of myself, my social life, and my sanity? I am not the ideal person to ask this question because I am overwhelmed a lot. I am overwhelmed a lot, to be completely honest. A good way to balance is to know what's most important. So when you do your planner, you can put down what's important for sure. Prioritize. You might have to wait to go to brunch with your friends on Sunday because you have a homework assignment due at 11:59 on Saturday. You might have to miss out on that party because you have a test the next day. It's all about prioritizing. That party, Top Flight, that's the club here in Tallahassee, y'all. Top Flight is going to be there next Wednesday. You might have to miss out on Top Flight this week. Your friend is still going to want to see that movie in 2 days. So you might have to go ahead and work on this newscast today and go to the movies with them in 2 days. So prioritizing is a major key to balancing. And always try to make it to church on Sunday. Making it to church, start your week off right. That's a key. Make it to church on Sunday. I hope this doesn't get too long, but I really talk a lot. So my Q&A might be kind of long, but just hang in there. Why I started my channel. Okay, so I already answered this question in my first video, in my intro video. The entire story is there, so definitely click the link below and watch my first video, and that will answer the question of why I started my YouTube channel. Question number 7. You're graduating soon. How does it feel? I'm scared. But I have faith in God. When you transition in life, it's always uncomfortable. When you move from middle school to high school to college. So transitioning from college, which I've been here for 3.5 years, I've pretty much gotten accustomed to my lifestyle here. I know a lot of people here, and just going to a new place with new people and new expectations, it's growing pains. It is a transition. It's difficult. I recently had a conversation with one of my friends, and I was telling them that the fact that we're even nervous about graduating college and getting a job is a blessing in itself. To graduate and get my bachelor's degree with no loans, hallelujah. I feel blessed that I'm about to embark on a new journey. It's a big adult world out there with bills and stress and life and all kind of responsibilities that I just haven't been exposed to yet. I will admit I am nervous, but my faith in God trumps all nervousness. I know that his will be done, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he has planned next. Okay, so this is the most asked question. Everyone wants to know what camera I use, what background I use, am I on a red wall? I truly appreciate this question because it means that you are Shane tuned. So, drum roll please. Okay, come here. It's a secret. Come here. I don't use a camera, guys. I use my phone. Also, everyone asked about my background. Another secret, it's a backdrop. So, this background is a backdrop. I bought it from Joann's Fabrics. It's fabric. Another question. What was your most challenging obstacle at FAMU? Just getting a no. No after not now, after not for you. Before I came to FAMU, it wasn't that I'd never heard the word no. It's just that I wasn't putting myself out there to receive a no. When I came to FAMU, I became a type of person that wanted to be involved and do everything. Just because you have the desire to do something doesn't mean that it's for you, or that you want to be in this position doesn't mean that you will get it. I'm getting kind of, I'm gonna cry, baby, y'all. I'm getting kind of emotional. I'm not getting emotional because of the no's, but it just made me into such a better person. My freshman year, I applied to be class secretary, and I got that. And I'm like, okay, resume popping. After that, I just wanted to do more and more and more. I wanted to be a senator, so I applied to be a senator, and I didn't get it. However, I was the secretary for the Senate that same year, and I got to go to Louisiana. I got to travel to so many places because I was in SGA. I just didn't get that position as senator. But no's hurt. No's hurt. I applied to be an orientation leader, and I did it, and I was so confident, and I just knew it was perfect for me. I would get to meet the incoming freshmen, I get to tell them my story, and it was just gonna be so fun. And I didn't get it. At FAMU, once I started putting myself out there, I just kept getting no after no after no. And after a while, no's like, yes, you're growing, and you know, no's mean not now and all that stuff. And no, no's hurt. No's hurt. And so one of the most challenging things I went through at FAMU is but one of the most challenging things that I went through at FAMU is just getting no's. When you feel like you're just perfect for something, when you feel like God told me to do this, so I know he's going to give it to me, you know? Just like the senior attendant position I told you guys about, I just knew that God told me to run that race, and that he put it on my heart because he was going to fulfill his promise. And I prayed about it, and I knew that I was going to be Miss Senior Attendant for the 2017-2018 academic year. No, I gotta know. Not now. I gotta know. I gotta know that wasn't for me. That position wasn't for me. Learning that rejection is truly redirection. Learning that sometimes no is not now. Sometimes no is that position is not for you. There's no rejection in God's plan because it was never for you in the first place. God maybe placed on your heart. God maybe wanted you to do this or push you to do it, but maybe he pushed you to do it to get the no. The no was always a part of the plan. You just thought it was a yes. Another question. What drives you and keeps you focused? My mom, my family, my support system has definitely driven me. And my faith in God. My faith in God has really got me to where I am. That is my drive. When you have no one, when your mom can't talk right now, when you feel alone and you feel lonely and you feel like the weight of the world is on your shoulders and you have no one to turn to but God, and you pray and you know that he hears you. You can feel it, that he hears your prayer. He knows your voice. He knows it's you, and he's ready to answer all your questions and solve all your problems. That is my drive. Another thing that is definitely a driving force for me is losing my grandparents. I know a lot of people always ask me what that red balloon is in my bio on Instagram, and that's like a symbol that my younger brother and I came up with to represent my grandparents. I lost my grandmother in high school. I lost my granddad this summer, and it's just times when I just feel their presence. It's times when I just feel so low and so alone, and I feel one of them there. So they're definitely another driving force for me, for sure. Another question. Advice for a better relationship with God. What I use a lot is the Bible app, and I always post it on my Insta story, and people ask me what app it is. The Daily Bible app is definitely a way to get a closer relationship with God because it has plans on there that talk in a language that we understand. But I think the best way is to get the Daily Bible app, and like on the plans you can specify what you're looking for. So you can literally type in better relationship with God, and there's plans on there with people from like pastors and people with experience in Christianity, and they have these plans on there, and they just break everything down for you with Bible verses to back up what they're saying. The first step would be getting a daily Bible app, getting those plans, and staying consistent with those plans, reading them, truly getting an understanding of who God is and what He does for us every single day. That's the first step. And then praying. Last question. How would you describe God to a non-Christian? He's everything. I don't know how to describe Him. He's great. He can't be compared to anything on earth. The friend that's just always there. He's literally your rock. He's not gonna judge you. God right there, your homeboy. Oh, he's everything. If you are non-Christian, I would describe God as He's not always there when you call, but He's always but He's always on time. This is what I mean by that. When you go to God and say, God, I want a new job, God is not going to stop what He's doing right then and there that second and give you a new job. When you really need the new job and God knows that you're prepared for the new job and it's in His will for you to get the new job, God is going to come through with the new job. He's not always there when you call, but He's always on time. And most importantly, to someone who doesn't believe in God, I would tell them to get to know Him. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I hope that you are inspired. I hope that you took something away from this, and I hope that I truly answer your questions. So if you have any more, feel free to comment below and I will definitely answer. And like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned.